2 a.m. In an empty hotel room, the conversation me and my peoples just had hums in my head as the TV flickers like headlights. So, what are you gonna do for the 4th season of Deaf Poetry on HBO? The question loomed in my mind because the pools of inspiration have been feeling dry. My poems don't come often, so if I've seemed quiet lately, it's because I've decided to use my words for something more worthwhile. Now the pressure was on, and I found myself longing for the days before this pseudo-semi-fame, before TV cameras, Broadway shows, books, and CDs. Back to the days to when I just wanted to write, to when I just needed to say something, to when putting pen to paper to make words on white pages was just like breathing, to when I'd lose myself in the lines so I wouldn't have to learn, so I wouldn't have to search for the meaning between them. See, lately, my ink blots have become conversations with God, and she's told me I've been doing this forever. Past lives written with parchments and quills carved onto cave walls with fingers and blood. Even moon, blood, and stones have been used as tools to record my testimony. So I decided to hell with the bull. If I'm gonna call myself a poet, I need to earn it and make writing a priority, not a pastime. That when I step to a stage, I'm not gonna waste people's time masturbating a microphone with 3-minute metaphors manipulated to gain applause. So I'm coming from the gut, digging into the deepest trenches of my soul like DJs digging crates, giving you the diamond in the rough draft. No backspaces or edits on this. I want it raw like the scarred backs of my ancestors. So I'm doing this for my spirit, for poets who never make it on HBO. See, let me break it down for you. If writing became illegal, I'd still beat my words through ballpoint pens onto blue lines like great-grandpas beat bomba rhythms on outlaw drums. If need be, I'd keep it clandestine and at nighttime carve poems onto your sleeping eyelids, commit poetic crimes and be a security breach. Keeping my notebook beyond the grasp of human reach, my lines would pulsate mysterious rhythms, be making them tap like heartbeats on the soles of shoes, keeping my verses like Morse code mixed with blues, singing secret songs over hip-hop tunes. I've heard whispers I might not be true to this because I get a paycheck for doing this, but they never walked a mile in my shoes, so they don't know what it's like to converse the omen souls of raven birds at midnight. Nevermore will I ignore the signs that tell me I was born to write. My first responsibility is to let my caged words take flight and not believe the hype that what I say don't make a difference. Stop falling for the false bait. Stop acting like your thoughts, words, and deeds don't carry real weight in the universe. Vibrations don't call you with a date. Don't wait for you to be ready before they take effect. Realize you create your own fate. You walk yourself to heaven's gate. I never wait for my destiny. It's something I make. See, I'm getting older, so I got less time to act like I got time to spare. Not a wheel, so I remain untired. Refuse to roll through life with no aim and not aspire to a higher goal of inspiring those around me. This is not a job or an occupation. It's a vocation. It's a calling, and I'm replying. The most top place this road ahead of me, and I got to walk it. And maybe one day I'll share this path with the man who loves me because I'm complicated and obstinate, but never compliant. I ain't waiting till I exhale my last breath before realizing my dreams stay recessive, never dominant. Time waits for no man, so I'll be the one running faster than it, never running out of it, never buying it. This may not make complete sense to you, but damn, some days I feel geometric, so my poems go off on tangents. My soul always flies, but my heart and feet remain firmly planted. Stay like magnets to the earth, attracted to the place that made me, the earth that birthed me. I can't get to it, I want to if I don't know where I'm from. I can't get to it, I want to if I don't know where I'm from. So I'm back at the beginning of this poem. It's 2 a.m. I'm picking up my pen, I'm writing again, I'm living again, I'm breathing again. Can you remember? Right at this moment, our past is pressing up against us. Pressure on our pores, we sweat till our present is soaked with the accumulation of choices and experience. There is no coincidence. See, we come coded for rebirth and remembrance. Deja vu and dreams where we fly and grow wings are just reminders of who we really are. Caught in the mechanics of life, we long for a fresh start. Repeat cycles like a washing machine, but wonder why the slate never feels clean, hiding pain behind masks, trying to save face like the shroud of Turin we forget, and there is no one to remind us anymore. Books and TVs have replaced our remaining elders. Where once sage and scars welcomed us to adulthood, we're now welcomed into a world of materialism and greed, forgetting self is the new initiation. Welcome to the new trail of tears. We were warriors and healers, shapeshifters and seers, but our medicine men and women prayed to glass pipes now. Misdirected energy got them concocting chemicals and misusing herbs to haze the real vision so it's easier to crack our dreams. Our hearts are offbeat. And if we took just a moment to tune into the sound of our breath, we'd be able to hear our divinity pulsing up the concrete streets of our cities, and we would remember that we'd be sound. We'd be the drum beat and the bass, the sample chopped and laced, dropped over a snare drum and a heartbeat's pace, pimps jumping chip into a chalice of absolution, miles, flamenco sketches, fists pumped in unison with the speed of the sun. God's breath leaked into the soul of a horn player scale run. DMC's rock out, LL's knockout. The second the beat drops out, regain your rhythm and remember that we be stars, brilliant suns that shine at high noon, earth-shattering revelations eclipsed at the edge of new moons, but we give up too soon, leave our dreams dead and deferred on the side of the road and forget that while our bodies may have been property, our souls could never be sold. That's why we're the greatest story ever told. People so in tune with the earth, we took on its colors in bold shades of red, brown, and gold, worshiped the sun, whispered prayers, carried on the flutter of birds' wings, so aligned with our spirits, we move like the wind, and God was unquestionable to us, till religion made us believe we were original sin. Now we spend lifetimes staring at our hands, searching for a lifeline, encapsulated sun rays trapped in so much self-doubt we forget how to shine. That's why I sleep less these days, cause my soul's been speaking and rhyming. I gotta capture these words and shout them, cause I know it's a sign that my dreams are reminders, messages sent from the back of my mind with ancestors guiding me, telling me it's time for remembrance divine. See, it's their spirits that give me the strength to be a Sangoma, sister and soldier, turning me into the coldest winter ever. That's why my words tend to send chills up your spine, but don't sweat it. I'm not mistaking the stage for a pulpit. This is just the altar where I offer my ink and my words for the return of your memory. So every morning you look in the mirror, instead of confessing your sins, wipe your tears and remind yourself you're made in the image of him, because the real revolution won't begin with the shot of a gun. It'll start when each and every one of us remembers we're a part of the reason there's a shine to the sun.